Are today at the Great Chicago Fire Brewery and Tap Room in beautiful, historic downtown Leesburg.
It is beautiful out today. Don't mind the sweat that's dripping off of me, but every
In this week.
I even brought our biggest fan, man.
you know what? That's a nice little museum piece.
I can fix that.
No.
They don't have the wind in our hair.
Just well, folks, we're in downtown Lee.
6.6% volume. Bell's Oberon Ale, which is about 5.8. Cider Boys Hard Peach Country Cider. I love the cider. That's only about 5%. Bell's Oatsmobile Pale Ale is about 4.3. The Schmaltz Reunion Ale is about 8%. The MIA 305 Golden Ale is about 5%. And Slim Pickens Banana Cider is about 6.2.
Awesome. Now, what's going on over here today, Michael?
Today is an amazing day. He is actually the firefighter up in Chicago, the owner here, John Sakal, and he is a big advocate for teaching the first responders about autism and how to deal with people with different disabilities, especially autism.
Okay.
So today is Bikes and Barbecue for Autism. It starts at about 2:30 here. People will start showing up on the bikes. They're out on a bike run now. I think the registration was at about 9 a.m. at Gator and the Pancake Breakfast. The first stop was Pug's Pub, and I believe right now they should all be heading over to Crossroads 44. Once they get done there, they'll head to Gator Bay, and then from Gator Bay, they'll head up here, and that's
awesome.
When the music will start.
And this event is to benefit autism?
Yes, autism and autism awareness.
Okay.
I am not exactly sure which particular benefit that goes to, but I'll find that out. And I'll let
you know, I was doing a little digging around. I mean, some of the facts about autism is, mind-boggling. 1 out of 68 children get affected by it. You're looking at 1 out of 42 boys, because it's a little higher in boys than it is in girls.
And remember, when we were growing up, it wasn't 1 in 1,000.
Yeah. So I don't know what it is. Maybe it's what we're putting in the food, and maybe the medicine that we're using, right? The GMOs. It's just.
There's lots of different theories on why that's happening now.
And you know what I read also was that it costs an average family about $60,000 a year for treatment, but there is no treatment for it. There's no medical detection or cure for autism right now. So that's where we need help. Folks, if you're listening, this is the day to come down and hang out and for a good cause. Michael, anything else?
Ugh, I've got a million things going through my head. Do your thing and I'll kind of chime in as I can.
All right, the Powerball. Where is that Powerball? Is it around 500 million?
It's 510, I think.
Holy smokes. Did I buy a ticket yet? I never buy a ticket. You know, you're not going to win if you don't buy a ticket. That's all I got to say about that.
I have tickets.
Do you take kids? Okay, can I have one?
But they're not just mine. I have to share them.
How many tickets did you get?
We pooled Wednesday at work, and we got, I think, 20-something tickets, and we won $12. So we rolled it over till today, and we got another, I think there's 26 tickets all
Did you guys just randomly look?
Yeah, we just did quick picks.
Okay. Michael, you play?
No.
No?
My lottery is that I woke up this morning. I'm on my...
You know what? God bless. You know,
I win.
Whenever I wake up every morning, I'm like, oh yeah, it's another beautiful day in the neighborhood. And I'm not even Mr. Rogers.
We always pool when it gets big. I usually head it up at the office, and I collect everybody's money and go get the tickets. And
I can't help but stare at your lipstick on your teeth right now.
Do I really?
Oh, stop it. Yeah, let me get that for you.
What would you do if you won the Powerball?
What would I do? I don't know. You know, a lot of people say I'll be still working. Hell no.
Oh, hell no. See you later.
No. You know what?
Bye.
Work?
You'd find me on some deserted beach with a cabana boy and a rum runner and
just one cabana boy?
maybe two
right.
to fan me.
You know what?
Side.
I guess you get about 40% of what you win if you take a lump sum.
Yeah, that's what we about estimated.
Yeah, so you can go buy an island for that.
I don't think I'd get that crazy. Maybe a really nice boat that somebody captained, but
Somebody captain? You don't want to be captain by captain?
Oh, she wants the captain. She wants the chef. She wants the steward. Hey, Gopher, come here.
I don't want to have to worry about driving the boat.
Got Isaac over there serving her the drinks.
Yeah. Hey, if Isaac is serving, we had a hurricane come through that was Isaac. Remember that?
Yeah.
Mercer.
Hurricanes are good too.
That's true.
But
Anyway, me personally, I would not work. I would quit. You
No.
won't even find me for a few weeks. I'll be in hiding.
There's 7 or 8 of us that are in this week, and even if we win and have to split it all together, we'd still end up with like $20 million a piece. Like,
You can't live on $20, can you? I mean, $20 million.
I could make that go a long
No
way.
way.
I could make $100 go a long way. I think I can make 20 mil go a really
be
long
awesome.
way. I would never work ever again.
Ever?
And hopefully my kids would never have to work. I would make them work. But
Well, you know what? If you invest it properly, your kids and their kids don't have to work after that.
I would make them, but
See, I couldn't sit still. You guys talk about I wouldn't work. Well, what would you do? I'd have to
you'd
keep myself occupied.
Well, yeah, you'd have
Well,
fun
there's hobbies.
then.
This would become a hobby then, which is a hobby anyway.
I'd be like Richard Bronson that's out there kite surfing every day. And
Yeah, but there's only so much pounding that the body can take. You need to then just kick
well, yeah,
back.
that's when you need the cabana boy to fan you while you're sitting on the beach with the
All
road
right,
runners.
Cabana Boys. There we go back with the Cabana Boys.
Hey, it looks like Gator Harley Davidson is here with the tent set up for the entertainment.
Oh, nice.
Hey, special shout out to John and all the people over at Gator Harley Davidson. You guys are amazing. I love working with you. Jan Weidman, you are my hero. I love you.
Awesome. We got a big event on Monday. Does anybody know what's happening on Monday? You don't look like an eclipse. But
I can't look at it.
we got
I forgot my tinfoil
total,
hat.
almost a total eclipse in Florida. It's not. It's going to be a partial. We're not in South Carolina, but it's as close that. How many years has it been? 50 years or so?
No, I thought it was
yeah.
99
99.
that we
No,
got.
it hasn't been that long.
That we got the full one. That
Yes, since the full
Yeah.
one, but we've had several in between.
Yeah, there
That
was
were
one
very
in the
close.
80s. I remember.
Yeah. And people are still suffering from that.
You know what,
Staring
folks?
at it.
Do not look at the sun unless you have the right protection.
not
Don't
even
take-
if you do have protection. There's a lot of optometrists that are saying those glasses aren't even going to be enough.
And you know what I'm saying? Protection is not the condoms you have in your wallet. What I'm talking about.
Yeah, don't look through those either. And make sure if you do have pets, you probably want to take them inside just for
Yeah,
their
don't
safety.
bring your pets out. Don't take them for a walk. They're gonna look up. Just the nature of any being is to see. Oh my God, look at that. That's funny.
I got a couple of friends that are going to keep their kids home just because it's like, no, just come back in here, play video games.
Now there's a lot of myths going on about eclipses.
Oh, God.
What's that?
I mean, there was one where people think that there's one in China. According to an interview given, an eclipse means to eat in China.
Oh, so you're gonna fill up on donuts all day?
Well, no, I'm going to make with the glasses out of the donuts. Then I can eat them after the
Oh
fact.
yeah, that would be
Yeah,
fun. Anything with donuts, I'm happy.
And there's some other, and let's see.
I think people are losing their damn minds.
What do you mean by that?
Like, people for one are like crazy about getting these glasses. I'm sorry, I'm not going to spend $10 on a pair of paper glasses with some tint on them.
Are those the same glasses they give you at the?
No,
No.
not even close.
Because I was just going to walk in and say, "Hey, you just diluted my eyes. Can I get another pair?"
Yeah, I don't think
No,
quite.
that's not gonna work.
Just wear like 3 sunglasses like on top of each other.
I was
I
thinking
would-
like tanning bed glasses because those are pretty dark, but I looked it up. They said no, don't wear those.
Don't. You're not supposed to look. Just don't.
Telescope.
The only thing that they said was all right that I found was like welders' glasses.
Yeah, I mean that would actually, but then you don't see anything.
Well, that's the point. It's,
Yeah, you don't wanna
It's
see.
so bright that I'm just gonna make one of those boxes with the cereal.
And you're gonna see the reflection on the
Yeah.
box. You know what? Take a picture of that. Post it on YouTube on our channel. I want
I
the
meant to
people to
bring-
see.
I meant to make one, but I wasn't.
All right, the ancient Greeks, they believed the eclipse occurred when the gods became angry with humans. What do you think
Oh.
about that? No wonder that civilization didn't last that long.
Well, there's so much craziness going on right now. I couldn't imagine why we're not angering the gods.
It was predicted that disaster and destruction would soon follow.
Oh yeah, isn't it one of the? There's all kinds of like predictions in the Bible about.
I'm not biblically
I'm not either.
versed, so I can't tell you.
But I think there's a lot of prophecies in the Bible that correlate with the eclipse.
Yeah. There's another tribe, the Tiwa tribe in New Mexico. After becoming angry, the sun decides to leave the skies for its home. In the underworld. Okay, what is the underworld? Are we going underground? Is that where the sun is going? Thankfully, the sun always reconsiders its retreat and returns to the skies. Hey, you know what? That's awesome. And then the gods are quarreling. I mean, like Thor and what's the other?
Loki.
Loki are fighting up there, and then the sun goes away. No, that's not gonna work. No comments on that.
I'm still trying to figure out how you took that like 5-second pause in between the gods and are quarreling.
They're quarreling.
You saw parentheses in the article and you totally panicked.
You know what? I didn't panic. I'll tell you what happened. I read it before I actually said it. I'm like, that makes no sense. But I'm gonna say it anyway after a 5-second delay. All right. The good, the bad, and the ugly about the eclipse. The good. Some Italians believe flowers planted during a solar eclipse are brighter and more colorful than the flowers planted at other times. So that's what you need to
So
be
I
doing.
should do some gardening today?
Yeah.
During
see
the
that
solar
face?
eclipse.
Okay.
And the bad, many people in India, of all places, fast during the day of a lunar or solar eclipse due to the belief that any cooked or processed food will become poisonous during this time. Some even say water is off limits. Well, other
Water is off limits?
decide to fast for
So
spiritual
just
reasons.
for the day we can't drink water?
Well, if you're in India, that's what.
You
Yeah,
kind of want to drink the water if you're in India anyways. do you?
I agree. I don't care if you're in one of the big cities. It's like Mexico. You don't want to drink the water in Mexico either.
No.
No. And the ugly. Let's just cover the ugly real quick. One of the most believed myths is that an eclipse can harm pregnant women and unborn children.
Gosh.
In some cultures, it's believed the unborn children will be deformed or killed by the eclipse. So pregnant women are told to stay indoors. So if you're pregnant, whatever you and Scott are doing, you need to stay indoors. Anything else about this eclipse? What have you heard? I know you've been talking about all these
I think people
wacky
are just
stories.
damn losing their mind.
What are they losing their
I
mind
thought it was
about?
funny. One of my friends, she got her hands on some eclipse glasses this week, and she posted them on her Facebook page. She's like, $50 for eclipse glasses. I got some. And you know what? I'm sure there's crazy people that would actually buy them.
$50? We're in the wrong business.
I know, right?
Yeah, except this business happens once every 50 years?
You know, once every 50 years, you
Maybe
pull out
you
the
could
glasses.
add those to your cabana cart at the beach.
You know what? Don't worry about my cabana card. Let's keep it real.
I'm sure you could sell them.
There's a lot of myths about what religion. This is some kind of a religious thing that this event is happening because you were telling me something about it. No?
No, I don't think that was me.
That wasn't you. That was somebody else I was talking to.
Yeah.
That other blonde girl.
Well, we had a blonde joke, but we're not going to say it right now.
You're a really
Michael's not here.
popular guy.
I'm a popular guy. All right, we were talking to. All right, so folks, be careful on Monday. It's about right around 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Don't stare at the sun, please.
Be smart, please. Don't go stupid.
Don't let your pets stare at the sun.
And your children. Remember, children are.
I just can't see my cat going outside going.
I can see your cat doing that. I can see your cat doing that. Howard's like.
Like he doesn't look at the sun on a normal day, so why would he?
You know what? They're always looking for those birds flying around anyway, so you can go nab a few.
I don't know. I'm not buying it.
You're not buying it? All right, well, folks, be careful. Weird stuff on Amazon.
Oh, weird. So, Amazon.com.
Yes, yes.
We use it quite a lot for this show.
We do because there's some funny stuff on there.
So I was just going through the wacky side of Amazon, and I think I found my favorite product ever. A Guy Fieri cardboard cutout.
Really? Look at it. How much is that?
Is it full size?
$80 for the full-sized one.
How tall is he, like, in real life?
How about your height? 4'11"?
Okay.
Okay. How tall are you?
Like 5'3.5".
Oh, don't forget the half, folks.
And
So let me see this Guy Fieri thing. I mean, wow. That does look like him. Does that actually tell you how tall he is?
trying to figure that out.
Oh, there's a Danny DeVito. Now he's 4 something.
But can Danny DeVito take you to
DeVito?
Flavor?
We're going to DeVito you in a second. He's going to
take me to Flavor.
How much was that?
$80. Are you interested?
Oh,
We can order it.
I know.
That could be
really
your
like
Cabana boy right now. Walk around with a Cabana boy when you go to the beach. That could be him. Hey, who's that? That's my Cabana boy. I brought him with.
Oh my God, you're killing me.
Wow, that's funny. How tall is he?
How
many inches?
Come on, you gotta have.
71.
Yeah,
So he's 5'11".
about
Yeah. Okay. That's good size for you.
respectable.
Yeah. That's awesome. Anyway, we're going to add a new bit to this show every week. We're going to add a movie review, something we saw this week. Actually, we saw a movie yesterday. We were going to talk about another movie, but we changed our mind. We're going to talk about The Hitman's Bodyguard.
I thought you were gonna wait to talk about that so I could go see it this week.
You know what?
Oh my
Patience
God,
is not a
Al.
virtue
Old
with
news
me. That's
by then.
By then, it'll be old news next week.
I thought we were gonna talk about scary
Okay.
movies.
Well, you haven't seen that either, so what
I
difference?
know, but
So
I like
what difference
scary
does that
movies.
make?
I like to talk about them.
All right, let's talk about this first, and then we can
Okay.
talk about Annabelle.
Okay.
Oh, did we get that away? No.
Jeez.
Anyway, The Hitman's Bodyguard. What did you think? You went and saw it yesterday with me.
I thought it was a pretty good movie. You know, I was a little wary because it was a 35% on Rotten Tomatoes, but it impressed me.
It was an action movie, right?
It was a lot of action in
A lot
there,
of comedy, action.
but the comedy is what I enjoyed in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson actually played their characters in
Yeah.
life. You know how Samuel L. Jackson's always yelling, and he's always, like in Pulp Fiction. He did a Pulp Fiction in this movie,
Yeah.
and it was actually funny. And they actually kind of gelled together as a team, and it was funny. Now, you know, you see these action movies where people are getting shot in the knees, and 2 seconds later they're running after they pull the bullet out and they've lost half their blood, and there he is running after that. I'm like, okay. And then you see one of the main characters didn't have a seatbelt on. He popped right out of the... But 2 seconds later, he's up and he's chasing bad guys again. The plot of the movie was good. The comedy was really good. But, you know, just like any other action movie, I thought the action was... the car scenes were actually really well done. The chases were
were...
Yeah.
I don't like how, like, they try to simulate the action by having the camera shake a lot.
Yeah, but, you know, that's...
Was it predictable though?
The movie was not predictable because they kept it fresh by just being there, but Samuel L. doing his cursing every other word, and then Ryan Reynolds acting like Ryan Reynolds. I mean, it's... I mean, he didn't act... Well, he acted the same in The Green Hornet. Remember that?
Green Lantern.
Oh, Green Lantern. Or, what was it? Deadpool.
Deadpool?
He did the same thing in Deadpool. So... You haven't seen the movie.
No.
And if we're gonna come up with a L meter, I would give it about a 6 out of a 10.
Oh, that's not too bad.
That's respectable.
It is because the comedy was really good. I mean, they actually made it work with the comedy. What about you? You saw it with me.
Oh, I saw it with you. Yeah, I think like a 6.5.
6.5. You got one up me, huh?
Yeah, always got a one up you.
Okay.
I've just been watching a bead of sweat slowly make its way down your face.
Here, share. I want to share. Thank you. Well, you know,
Just have a big line.
just leave that up here.
You need a bandana next time.
Central Florida at about noon on a Saturday, sunny Saturday.
It's hot.
It's about 95 right now out here. Not a breeze to be had.
What happened to that fan?
The fans are pointed that way.
It was blowing on us a few minutes ago.
Yeah, but as soon as Michael left, he switched it and went over that way. At least Brentley over there is real comfortable, right?
He's under that fan.
Okay, so the other movie we saw this week was Annabelle. Annabelle.
I had a cat named Annabelle.
Did you?
Yeah, it was a boy though.
It was a boy. Now this was a girl. It was Now you've done it.
What's going on right now?
Now you've done it. Annabelle was a horror movie. Let me ask you something about horror movies. You go to a horror movie, you're sitting in there, these two little girls, they see the door open, and then you know what they do? They walk in.
Yeah, they were pretty stupid. Yeah.
Well, you know what? It's the way they did the movie that kind of. I mean, the storyline was good.
It's always like one of those, the teenagers go into the cabin for the weekend.
Yes.
One of those, and it's like, why did you run into the woods?
Well, the cabin in the woods I thought was stupid. But let's talk about.
But it's like one of those predictable, like
this one here.
They ran into the attic. How could you escape from the attic?
So you see a demon in front of you. Nobody screams, "Hi, demon! Hi!" What? You got to be realistic. So the demon possesses one of the girls who was one of the big characters. All of a sudden, everybody's, "Hey, you okay?" And she's walking. She was in a wheelchair. And all of a sudden, oh yeah, she's okay. Now she's out of the wheelchair. She's fine.
The polio cured itself.
The polio just took care of itself.
It was the Annabelle's the doll that's possessed, right?
Yes.
Or is that an actual girl?
Actually, it was a girl who died, and her doll and her were possessed.
Okay.
And the father was the doll maker. It was still entertaining. Besides all
it was more funny than anything.
There were people in the theater predicting it before it happened.
Oh, those are the worst.
And I was laughing. I'm like, wait, look at this.
Those are the worst.
Those are the worst ones.
Sounds like the last shark movie I went and saw. It's like.
Well, which one was that?
The one where they get trapped
into the deep or
deep.
I don't know. It had Mandy Moore in it. It was so bad.
Yeah, you went and saw that.
I did go and see that. Yeah.
I can't even believe I paid money to watch that movie.
See, I gotta wait till that comes on cable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if I'm sitting on the couch, I can take a nap while it's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like you're gonna get eaten.
So, movies, that's our movie review for the week.
What other movies are coming out? Isn't there new movies?
I bet there are some.
I bet there's new movies.
You know which
coming
ones
out
I'm
every week?
excited about?
Which one?
Scary movies that are coming soon.
Which one?
Around Halloween is It.
Yes.
The remake of It.
And then there's another one, Mother.
Oh, I haven't seen anything on that.
And
it actually looks pretty, not jump scary. Actually,
scary.
I think
they messed with the sound and stuff.
Yeah, those are jump scaries. I mean, we
No,
had some
I'm
in
talking
Annabelle too.
most of the stuff that was in Annabelle was just
very predictable.
It went quiet for 5 seconds, and then boom, a loud noise.
I think it's gonna be good though.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's gonna be good. Saw is another one. The new Saw.
The new Saw, I saw a preview on that.
You saw a preview on?
Yeah, I did.
So what is it? Number 8, I think.
I think it's up to 12.
No, I think
500.
it's 8.
They're 500. It's like the Jaws movies and
They're so good.
Oh, the Rocky movies.
I love them.
Those movies were just out of control. We got a new guest taking pictures over here. Hey,
how are you?
How you doing?
Sneak over here and say hello. This is the amazing Jan
We're live
Liveman.
on Facebook and
Hi,
YouTube.
Jan Liveman.
Hi, how are
you?
you?
Good?
All the crazy business that goes on over at Gator Harley Davidson. This is the woman that's responsible.
Oh, she's not in the frame. Bring her over this
Bring
way.
her over a little bit. Let's get her in the frame.
So they've just pushed me into the corner here. Don't put baby in the corner. But anyway, good afternoon almost.
Almost.
11:30.
Yeah.
We're gearing up for the Bikers and Barbecue for Autism. The run started at Gator Harley-Davidson this morning, and we had 67 to sign up for that run, which was amazing. We raised already almost close to $2,000 for the event.
Wow. Awesome. Hey, good job.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw the T-shirts they brought in too. They have T-shirts, I believe, are $10.
Yep, $10.
Everything goes to donation. I mean, that's just insane.
Yeah, everything. We got raffles coming in this afternoon, so every bit of that money goes back to the organizations for autism. 50-50. We've got live entertainment by Dark Horse this afternoon at 4:30. I don't know who the gentleman.
I believe Don is the first one that's up. We have a solo artist named Don that's going to be playing some of his music.
4:30.
And Jason.
We could.
Jason, I think.
But then you have to
Jason
go
is going to be doing a duet, I believe.
Yep. So come on down. $15 this morning. Got you your ride, your breakfast, and your lunch. And lunch is barbecue, baked beans, and coleslaw. So come on down today to Chicago Fire Brewery and Tap Room. $15 will get you a nice lunch and live entertainment and a chance to win some money.
Awesome.
Who's the barbecue by?
The barbecue usually is Wayne Ray, that usually does the barbecue, but he's out of town, so John Dickerson did the barbecue today.
Cool.
They've got beans and sauerkraut, or not sauerkraut, coleslaw, and all kinds of other stuff right in the tent, just directly behind us. You see this trailer. This is where they're going to be serving the food.
Nice. Sounds like
Not
a
to
good
mention
time.
the incredible Chicago menu that they're going to be running inside. So if you like classic Chicago style food, this is
and
where to
craft
be.
beer.
Michael, what
Craft beer.
do they got on the menu in there?
Oh my gosh, they've got
The
Italian.
menu's right there, I believe.
Yes, they've got Italian sauce. They've got the classic Maxwell with Polish sausage and mustard and onions. They have the Italian beef, and they have the Italian combo, and that can come plain or that can come with a variety of different toppings. The amazing original Chicago dog with all of its toppings. I was trying to get in there with Jay, but it's already getting busy in there now, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get him to sneak out here with some sandwiches. We'll see.
Sandwiches.
Yes. Oh, not to mention the thin crust style, Chicago style pizza that they are
They
also
serve
making
pizza
inside.
too?
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't know that.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am. They also have a smaller pita version. If your stomach's not as big as your eyes are, you can get one of the pita pizzas, and those are pretty good as well.
Awesome.
They've got tamales inside. They've got tom-toms. They've got all kinds of different things that you just got to come in here and take a look. It's the same thing with the beer menu. There's a little something in there for everybody.
Awesome.
You know what we didn't do? We didn't talk about how our week worked.
How was your week at work this week?
It was good.
All right.
It was pretty
I'm upset.
uneventful.
So maybe that's why we didn't talk about it.
I did start my fit group though.
Did you? How many people?
Yep,
Your pyramid scheme.
We probably have about, I think about 8 people weighed in on Thursday.
Where did you guys weigh in?
Well, we do it online, like you check in online on our
So
group
some
page.
people could be exaggerating and stuff too.
Well, I hope we're all honest.
Yeah, I mean,
Enough.
if you're really into this, what's it called? The pyramid.
Pyramid scheme.
The pyramid
You don't
scheme.
have to buy into it. It's
But
just
how
like-
much is it?
No, it doesn't cost
$10.
anything. Yeah.
$10, wasn't it? The first
Yeah.
initial, and then every month it's what?
No. So I'm excited because
See, the
it's
more
just-
memberships each person gets, the less money they have to pay every month.
Wow.
Yes. Okay.
So now, if they bring more people, do they collect from those people too? A little residual?
No. Nobody's making any money off of this.
So tell
Except-
people what it is then, because I was thinking that you're doing it for a few bucks here and there.
No, I started a Facebook group within my friends, for my friends, because we're all trying to be healthy and get fit. So I started
fed?
fit.
Oh, fit.
Well, we like to eat too, trust me. That's why we're in the predicament we are in. But I just started a Facebook group so we can check in with each other on a daily basis and motivate each other. And said, because I didn't want to have them or myself to have to buy into some shake group or pills or, like, there's everybody wants you to buy into their support group with something, and I didn't want them to do that, so we started our own.
Nice. So what products are you selling?
I'm not
What kind
selling
of shakes
anything.
are you selling? And proteins
Nothing.
and
I haven't drank a
aminos
shake in I
and-
don't know how long. So
vitamins? Anything?
nope, nothing.
When can I go buy some of this stuff?
Nothing. I'm not pushing anything.
Okay, so
Not hustling
You're
anything.
not hustling anything.
No disrespect for any of those people that do, because some people really make a good living doing those. But
So you're saying that stuff doesn't
Yeah,
work?
just ask Glenn Turner.
Whoa! Not to throw names out there.
but I just wanted to help out my friends, and hopefully we'll get a good laugh.
So do you guys go work out together?
We're gonna start trying to plan different days where we can get together and go for walks.
So this thing is
or-
still in the planning stages.
No, we're just starting.
Okay, so when was the first day you went and worked out?
I
Or shared recipes?
We have shared recipes and diet plan ideas and exercise plan ideas. But yeah, we're gonna, like, tomorrow I have a plan to run with a friend.
Oh, you're gonna run with a friend tomorrow. Now
Yeah.
that we brought it up
Yeah.
today,
Yeah.
that is so
That was
convenient,
planned,
isn't
though.
it?
But like
It was planned.
I've talked to my little sister that lives in Indiana.
She's gonna run all the way here and back.
So it's gotten us talking some more, and we're gonna live face chat or whatever you call it with each other to do our workouts and stuff. So it's cool.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
How much does it cost?
It costs nothing to join.
I'm just teasing. Anyway, Michael, how was your week?
It has been chaos.
One of those
Business is
weeks?
Definitely picking up, yeah. A lot of entertainment, a lot of different events going on, some private parties.
Well, you know, the snowboards are right around the corner too.
Yes. We
as
got
it-
another month before.
So they're really here. I mean, and you know, we're in Florida. A lot of things that we rely on in Central Florida is snowbirds.
Yeesh.
Yeah, that's what keeps our economy going in Central Florida.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Especially here being so close to the villages.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Leesburg. I mean, Lake County. I mean, this is the hub
Yeah,
for it.
I hate to hear when people complain about the snowbirds because I actually enjoy, especially because my grandmother comes back.
The stories that you get a chance to hang out and learn so much about history.
Yeah.
When I have so many friends in the service industry, it's like they start making money again and they're ready for Christmas
And you know, when people make money, they spend money.
yeah,
I mean, that's all to it.
everywhere.
Yeah. So the economy gets a little jolt, and everybody's happy. My week this week was uneventful. I worked. I did a lot of